Our God lives in our heart. It's a strange concept that is not known to idol worshippers. Unfortunately, in African Christianity today, people, pastors, so-called pastors, they do not emphasize Christianity to people. They do not emphasize what Christianity means. They do not emphasize faith to people, and they don't tell people that, no, you don't need to look for signs to believe in God. You don't need to look for, some visible things to believe in God. God is in your heart. Christianity, pastors in Africa are supposed to go back to the message of faith. Faith, not in subjects, not in inanimate objects. Faith, not in mediums or not in some supermen, but faith in God alone. But unfortunately, even in paganism, it has to be either by sight, what you see, or if you cannot see something, then it has to be one of the other things. So if you go to a witch doctor, or a witch doctor needs to do something for you, you go for something. Either I will give you something that you can see, a medium or an amulet or a sham, or it will do some verbal citation for you. It will do some verbal citation. So you got to do some affirmation. It's more like what pastors are doing today. When I got born again 30 years ago, there was nothing like affirmations, like pastors saying, I declare that you are having breakthrough today, or you'll not be sick today, accident will not happen to you. And, people don't depend on the words of pastors like that. People believed in God and in the word of God. When I became born again over 30 years ago, you are taught to believe in the word of God, not in the supreme and super word of the pastor, not in some, magical words and statements and utterances that pastor is going to offer. That is senses. That is faith in senses. That is exactly what we are talking about. Sensory perception, sensory reflections. So paganism is based on those sensory things. You've got to see something to feel something, or to hear something to feel something. So your faith therefore comes from what you feel, or what you have seen, or what you have heard. But in Christianity, your faith comes from the word of God, from the truth.